What's good, YouTube? I'm back at it. I'm gonna get straight into it. I ain't gonna keep y'all waiting. Alright, this is the story of how a girl told me I had a small D. Alright, so I was dealing with this girl about a couple years ago, and she was like, we was already kind of, getting ourselves acquainted with each other. And she told me, she was like, I just, and she didn't feel nervous about it. She was just like, to be honest, I thought you had a small D. I was like, come in. She was like, I thought you had a small D. I was like, why you say that? I ain't really care too much about it now. I ain't really care too much about it. But she told me she saw my glasses, and she was like, you look like a nerd, and you look like you just had a small D. I'm like, I look like a nerd. Like, what you mean? Explain yourself. Like, who you talking to? But nah, she said I had a small D, and she was like, I saw the glasses, and she just immediately thought like I wasn't packing nothing. And I was just like, okay, your opinion is your opinion, you know. She realized like I wasn't like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into the specifics, but she knew I wasn't like, yeah. Anyway, I felt like she tried to make me less than what I was. She tried to play me for real. Nah, I mean, I still dealt with her, but I felt some type of way about it at the time. But she made me feel less than because of my appearance, because of how I presented myself, because of how I dressed and how I talked. And I felt like she paid attention to all of that and just was like, oh, you ain't got no meat for real. You ain't got no package. You ain't got what I'm looking for. That's essentially what she was thinking. Now, she quickly realized that I wasn't, yeah, yeah, okay. I don't need to get into the specifics. But like I said, she tried to make me feel like I ain't nothing, because that's how I took it. I felt like she tried to belittle me because I wore glasses and I read books. Like, I don't even read books for real. Like, I just was reading it at the time. So yeah, relax. But fuck what she thought. Fuck what she thought. Fuck how she thought that it wasn't even long. Fuck that. I just realized, like, she tried to play me. And I still dealt with her now. But she tried to play me. And trust me, it didn't work. I was unfazed. Trust me. I'm unfazed. I know what I got, So I wasn't really worried about what she really said. And that comment, it didn't do much at the time. Like, I kind of looked at it and was like, oh, okay. Like, that's fine. That's completely fine, She was like, oh, I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised, I do wear glasses and I do, read a little bit, but, she let that perception of me wearing what I wear and how and what I like. I wear glasses. Like, I don't know. I mean, I wear contacts too, but at the same time, she tried to belittle me, and she let that perception of me dressing how I was, me wearing the glasses, me talking how I talk, and me probably sounding corny or whatever the case may have been. But I didn't let that faze me. I didn't care that she said that comment, to be honest. I kind of let it just play out, and I just like, okay, that's fine. That's completely fine that you feel the way you feel. I mean, I'm not gonna debate you on that. You know, I mean, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. You know, I'm not gonna debate you on that. But what I will say is, I didn't let that kind of stop me from wearing what I want to wear and wearing my glasses. Like, if I want to wear my glasses, I wear my glasses. I look like a nerd all day, whether it's to you or somebody else. It don't really matter to me, because at the end of the day, I am who I am. So I'm not gonna let that comment beat me down. Because when a woman say you got a small thing and you're like this, I mean, I don't know. That hurts. I ain't gonna lie. That will hurt. That will hurt. Now, I mean, I hope it ain't true, but hey, I don't know. So, hey, you got what you got. So, I mean, I can't really say too much about me. I ain't gonna say too much about me, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna hurt you a little bit. But it is what it is. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep pushing. I mean, listen, if she had never said that, would I treat her any different? No. No. I wouldn't treat her any different. You know why? Because I don't let that bother me. I don't let that bother me. I mean, now, would I be like, okay, but you gotta understand, would I be wrong for me to say, oh, you got a bad box? I think you got a bad box. Just all the way she dressed? How she presented herself to me? That just ain't the person I am. I don't do that. I'm not gonna, like, nah, it ain't me. That ain't me. But you can't let that little stuff phase you. Like, I'm not finna go back and forth with no woman about this and that. Like, I don't do all that. I'ma just let y'all know damn what she thought, okay? Because that's not true. It wasn't true, obviously. I wouldn't say obviously, but trust me, it wasn't true. Trust me, it wasn't true. But don't let somebody's perception of you become your reality. Like, don't let I shouldn't let what she said change the way I dress and change the way I wear my glasses or wear. Don't. Now, I'm not saying, you know, you gotta fix in that department just because she said that. No. The way you dress, like, no. If you want to dress a certain way, dress a certain way. That's all I got for y'all today. You want to you want to give off a certain appeal, give off a certain appeal. Don't try to let somebody else's comments bring you down. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Y'all stay blessed.